we're gonna do our best to spread the word, to make people aware of the disease.
It was Monday, road call was on, hopped on the call, and the team from New Jersey and Karen's group were there pleading for assistance with the kidney. See on our screen we have our mission moment.
So, tell us a story about Karen Sims. Our ALC member, Catherine, played a huge part of the culture and community of this office. She's currently going through dialysis and has chronic kidney failure, and she's in desperate need of a donor at this point.
Everybody in my office, they have been really pushing for me to be transplant, so I'm just looking for the right donor, and I hope that one of you is out there to help me.
It's hard to describe. It wasn't necessarily like a super conscientious thing that I did. It was just, I felt the need to do it. I felt the need to act. What I found out was that I was not a match, and that I could still do a donation on Karen's behalf through a voucher program, and what that does is allow her to get bumped up on the list.
October 20th, it happened. I found out that someone stood up that day as a result of the road call that we had in June. I told my husband to take me straight to the market and I gotta go tell him in person. And I said, let's hold hands, and I told them, and we all hugged, we was jumping up, and we were happy. We were happy that we found a donor for me. Yeah.
Someone in my market center had made it a point to say something because it had been done on behalf of a Keller Williams agent. So I was asked to come on and speak about it, and at the time, I still hadn't spoken to Karen about it. And so I was a little reluctant to divulge too much, just for HIPAA reasons and privacy and all of that.
And we have a guest on today, Chris Dells. Chris, please tell us your story.
It was last June that there was a KW member that needed a kidney, and it's something that I had given consideration a couple of times in my adult life, and finally felt like that was the call that I needed to do it. And so I signed up.
And I thought to myself, maybe it was us who inspired Chris. And I befriended him, and he started off with, how you doing? I just wanted to check on you. And for some reason, I just felt it was him. I was like, can I ask you, did you donate your kidney on my behalf? And he said, yes, it was me. I was so thankful to him, and I thanked him over and over. It was just a moment where I had that connection with somebody that loved me to give me part of their body, so that I could continue to live my life and build my dreams and inspire others. So I'm forever grateful.
Chris, what made you want to donate your kidney to someone you didn't even know and had never met?
The call came on, and I saw it. I felt called to act. It is something I had thought about before, and the thought that went through my head was that if I'm going to do it, now's the time. The growth call is what inspired me to do it and take action. I had known a little bit about people with kidney issues and dialysis, and how difficult it is and time-consuming and hard to endure, and it felt like something I needed to do.
The growth call.
When are you going to donate yours?
We just give body parts to each other this time. That's what we do. Chris, when you told you were not a match for Karen, why'd you go ahead and donate an organ to a complete stranger?
You don't have to be a match to do a donation. And they have what's called a voucher program, and you can donate specifically on someone's behalf. And what that does is it gets them bumped up on the list. And so I had made the choice that day that was what I was going to do, and so I started doing the research on it. I didn't tell anyone about it. I started making phone calls and going to the medical appointments and getting checked out and pre-screened. And, I was told that at any point in time it could be stopped for any variety of reasons, and so I didn't want to give anyone false hope, and so I just kept it to myself and just kept going through the motions of preparing for it.
Well, I can't believe that you and Karen, because you helped her go up to the next level on the voucher program, you'd never met until you came to family reunion. I just wish I could have been there.
We actually have a video of it.
You have a video of it?
Old tape.
When I began the process, I didn't know Karen and wasn't sure how things were going to turn out with the donation or whether we would ever meet. Having this opportunity is really exciting for me. I'm really happy to get here.
Well, how did you feel when you heard that you got bumped up?
Well, I was on dialysis. It was toward the end, and my transplant nurse from the hospital called, and they gave me the news that I was being transferred to the living donor transplant team. And I didn't get it.
All because of him.
Yes, they said someone from Iowa donated on your behalf, and you're guaranteed to get a transplant. They explained that I wasn't a match, but that they were still willing to donate on that voucher program so that I can benefit, which bumped me up on the list after 4 years of living with CKD and being on dialysis for almost 11 months. So.
Well, did you cry or did you scream? What did you do?
Well, I was crying and I was emotional, and if you're on dialysis and you start being too emotional or moving too much, the machine will go off. So I had to keep it under
The
control.
machine goes off if you cry too much?
Well, no, it'd be like, ooh, crying, yes. So I told my dialysis staff so that they know what was going on, that everything was all right, that I just got the call that I'm gonna get the transplant. And I started texting my family and my friends, but I couldn't text and I didn't want to put it on social media because I needed to go to my office to share that news with my staff, and I didn't want nobody to get to them. So when I called my husband and told him, I said, you gotta take me straight to the market center so I could tell them in person. So when I got to the market center, I told them all to come here. We had to get another one of our staff to come down from upstairs. When we got together, we held hands, and we were able to, I told them the news, and we jumped up, we was crying, we was hugging and kissing. And it was just a special moment because they was there to help me go through this process and find a living donor. So that's what I did, and I love my staff, I love my company, I love KW. I love you guys.
Ben cries, okay. So here's where the story gets even more interesting. You get home after this amazing decision to give a kidney to someone you'd never met.
Now we need
To find out that your own broker was also in need of a kidney. His name is Kevin.
Kevin also needs a kidney donation. And so, how did you feel when you got home?
When I found out Kevin needed a kidney, it made me very sad. I think when anyone you love is hurting, you hurt.
But you couldn't give another kidney, could you?
No, only one. It made me sad. You know, of course, like, I want to help Kevin. We are looking for a direct donation or a voucher donation, and I am certain that the donor is in this room.
Now here's what's fascinating. Neither Mo nor I knew, maybe you did, that even if you're not a match, you can still give someone that you know the benefit of getting a kidney through the voucher program. It puts them at the top of the list, as happened with Karen. And so, Mo, Kevin's been waiting for a long time to receive a new kidney, and he needs one.
Where's Kevin? And I think Chris said something a minute ago that's probably true. There are thousands of people in this room, and I believe the kidney donor is here. Okay.
If you feel called, you can follow the link on the screen. If it doesn't work, please go back. And it'll take you to the National Kidney Donation Database, and you can see if you can help Kevin. Let's keep this story going. What kind of company delivers body parts to each other?
And now the choir has this song for you, and you're gonna love it.
If there is hurt, but he's the hope I'm standing on. And there is a God who's working all things for my good, sometimes slower than